Here's my gear and nutrition for the Foothills 50K tomorrow, held at Table Rock State Park. I'll have a banana shortly before the race begins, so that way I have something in my stomach, and then I'll probably have the second one after the first loop. I take a magnesium supplement. It's the only supplement I take on a regular basis. I'll take some of that in the morning. Maple syrup is a good carbohydrate source, so I will put that in these 2 flasks. Probably take 1 per loop. Probably about 2 tablespoons of syrup, and the rest will be water. And then with that, I also throw in one of these salt stick electrolyte caps. And I like this brand because it doesn't only have sodium, it has a number of other electrolytes in it, including some magnesium. For solid food during the race, I love these Bobo's apple oat bites. They're individually wrapped and easy to tuck into a pocket and behave in your stomach like solid food, so they can be good if you're tired of gels and goos. Speaking of gels and goos, trying to get to 100 grams per hour, but gosh, that's a lot of packages. And probably try to take just about as much as I can carry. For hydration, on the first loop, I'll probably take these 2 larger soft flasks, and then after the first loop, from my drop bag, I will grab these 2, which are a little smaller, that will already be filled, so that saves a little time from filling. And the smaller ones are easier to get back into my running vest. And in addition to the soft flasks, I have this Nathan belt with a hard bottle, and this also has a pocket for either my phone or some of the food items. To speed up transition, after the first lap with my drop bag, I'm hoping to put all of the nutrition into a Ziploc bag so that I can basically just grab all of the items at once as I'm moving through the aid station. And then some additional things for after the race. Tons of calories and protein in there. Coconut water's good if I don't really want anything so sweet. Here's some specifics about the nutrition. The Maurten Gel 160 has about 40 grams of carbohydrate in each package. The goos are a little over 20 grams in each package. Bobos are 25 grams in each item. Maple syrup is 27 grams per 2 tablespoons. Bananas. For chafing protection, I use a few different products. Skin Strong Slather and Squirrel's Nut Butter. I generally actually prefer this one. One of the great things about Slather is that it works even when it's very cold. It doesn't get hard. My watch is a Garmin Fenix 7, which I like a lot. My shoes will be the Topo Terraventure 4. I really love these shoes. Getting lots of training in. They've already seen quite a few miles. They're still in great shape, so those are the shoes of choice for a hard technical race. Temperature in the morning is going to be in the 40s, so I will have this lightweight shell from Salomon, which I'll wear until I warm up, and then I can bundle it up and tuck it into this elastic strap, and then either just keep it with me the whole race or take it off after the first lap. The vest is also from Salomon, which I really like. Very lightweight, lots of pockets, stretchy, so the soft flasks go here on the chest. I have a way to put my action camera there on the front. And some of the pockets have zippers, which is nice for security. So that should be able to hold quite a bit of that nutrition. Under this vest, I wear a compression t-shirt. I tried a number of different pieces of clothing and even tried for warm days running without anything, so just the vest, and the chafing was always a problem. So I found that the compression shirt is a good solution to put underneath one of these vests to prevent all kinds of chafing. There were 3 pieces of clothing that I forgot to talk about, and I didn't lay out in the big spread, so I'm going to talk about those now. I usually prefer some kind of wool blend or wool sock, and for this race I'm going with Darn Tough socks, which are made in Vermont. These are relatively thin but have just a little cushioning in the bottom part, so great pair of socks. Next I'll talk about my shorts. So I'll be going with this pair of shorts from a company called T8. These shorts are pretty cool. They're very lightweight. I actually ordered these because they have more size choices. So they have, I think, a 30-inch, 31-inch, and 32-inch waist. Usually I find myself in between sizes, so that was nice. These shorts have a few cool features. There's a mesh pocket that runs all the way around. It's divided, but it's really good for tucking in basically anything you want to shove into a pocket. In addition to just having that mesh pocket all around, on one side, clip my key in there, and then it stays inside the mesh pocket and it's nice and secure. One thing about these T8 Sherpa shorts is they do not have a liner. And here's where T8's best product actually comes in. And that's the Commandos underwear. I found these looking specifically for some running underwear, and I wear these under the Sherpa shorts. I also wear them under basically any pair of shorts I have that do not have a built-in liner. I wear these under tights. I wear these for hiking under regular shorts. These are just a great pair of no chafe running underwear. And they're reasonably priced. I think these are like 21 bucks American dollars. The company's based in Hong Kong, so they do have to ship international, but things arrived reliably and pretty quickly. So I highly recommend these as a anti-chafing tool for long runs, hot runs, sweaty runs. Let's talk just a little bit about my training leading into this 50K. Generally, the training over the last few months has been good. I've been doing 50 to 60 miles a week. I had 1 week over, just barely over 70. Maybe in the future would like to do more in the 60 to 70 miles, maybe get 80 miles some week. My staple has been about 50 miles a week. I do really well in terms of recovery as well as training benefit when I'm in the 50 mile per week range. I wish I had timed some of my runs a little differently. I think my last big long run was just a little close. It had been more than 2 weeks, 15 days since my last big training run, and that was at Table Rock State Park, where I went up the mountain twice. Total distance that day was, I think, 22.5 miles. 3 weeks would have been better, but it's always hard for me to get my calendar right these days where I get those runs in at the right time. There was also a lot of bad weather, cold and rainy, so this would be like high 30s, low 40s and rain. That impacted my choice to go train in the mountains those days or not. So if I go back and look at the elevation gain per week over the last few weeks, I had 3,000 the week before the race, 7,000 the week before that. That included that big training run. And then I was in Florida, so I only had 1,600 feet, 1,900 feet, just working backwards. Back in South Carolina, over 3,000 feet, 2,000 feet, 1,400 feet. So not getting consistent elevation that I know has helped me in the past. Got to get those mountain runs in. Well, there you have it. That's my hydration, nutrition, equipment gear, and a little bit of training video prior to running a 50K. So if you are interested to know how I did in that 50K, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for that video to show up in the coming weeks. Thanks. Bye.